Before we get started, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications whenever we share a video. Just pick up a new Mac and want to learn a few tricks that might be incredibly useful, or maybe you just didn't know you can do them. In this video, we're going to go over some macOS tips and tricks that you need to know. Starting off with target disk mode, which honestly has been a feature for a long time, and I'm honestly surprised it doesn't get more publicity since it's a pretty convenient way to transfer files between two Macs very quickly. All you'll need is a Thunderbolt cable or FireWire depending on how old your Mac is, and you can either restart your Mac and hold down the T key to enter target disk mode, or head into System Preferences, Startup Disk, and then you can enter target disk mode from here. Do note that macOS now enables File Vault encryption by default, and it will prevent you from accessing files, so be sure to temporarily turn it off. Now, grab a Thunderbolt cable or FireWire, plug your source Mac into your new Mac, and you'll see the computer pop up as if you plugged in a USB drive. You can now browse through your Mac's files and drag and drop large files to your new Mac with some pretty fast Thunderbolt speeds to help boost the process. If you've ever copied and pasted something from maybe an email or a website, and you notice that the text is all funky or there's weird formatting going on that you really just don't want, there's an easy fix to all of that without having to manually edit the text. Simply press Shift, Option, Command, V, and you can paste that text completely unformatted and it will match your document style. Let's just say there's a website that you love to visit. Any website, could be absolutely any website at all, and you want to launch it right from your dock. Simply drag the URL from the Safari navigation bar and drop it on your desktop. Then we can clean it up a bit by renaming the shortcut and maybe adding an image if you want to. Then drag it right to your dock and boom, you can visit those websites with one simple click. This one I had no idea you could do, but it's been a game changer for me, especially when I need to print things. If you get a printer already set up and ready to go, simply head into Printers and Scanners, then drag the icon of the printer that you have already set up and place it on your desktop. From here, you can now drag and drop any documents or images that you want to print on that icon on your desktop, and your document will automatically start printing instantly. It's super useful for printing saved documents. This next one is also interesting because I always forget it's something that you can do up until recently when I used it for honestly the very first time. But inside of the Messages app on macOS, there's actually a way to share your screen with one another or ask them to share their screen with you. So if there's a family member that needs help with their Mac and it's just so much easier to show them than to explain it over the phone, you can now share screens and walk them through that help that they might need all within the Messages app. If you're rummaging through your downloads folder in your dock and you just want to do a quick look at a file, but not necessarily open it up, you can actually use Quick Look in this scenario. Simply hover your mouse icon over that file and then press spacebar. It's super simple, and also, quick bonus tip, if you want to see that file inside of Finder, simply hold Command and click on the file. Finally, we all know that we can copy and paste files from one folder to another by selecting those files and then using the Command-C to copy and Command-V to paste keyboard shortcuts. But what I always forget about is moving those files without actually creating copies of them. Instead of doing a drag and drop from one folder to another and navigating throughout all the different Finder windows that you might have open, just highlight the files, use Command-C to copy them, and this time press Option Command-V to not only paste those files, but to actually move them from its original location to the new one. So you're not creating a new copy, but you're just moving them. So that's it. Those are just a few of the many macOS tips and tricks that are out there. And if you want to see more, be sure to hit that like button and let us know in the comments that you want to see more videos like this one. Or maybe let us know some tips that you think we don't know, and maybe we'll feature it in an upcoming video. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.